I am very excited. Waited a very long time for a day like today. Now, we've made some crazy cinemas before, but these were with TVs, LCDs. Now, I'm super excited because we've been sent all of this gear to check out today. We've got a sound system from Yamaha and a projector system with an ALR screen, more on this later, from AWOL Vision. Let's get in the boxes. Now, when I moved into this house, this place was my office, but now it's going to be the dedicated cinema room with all of this stuff. It is very much plug and play. The surround sound system we've got from Yamaha here has surrounds, and they're completely wireless, and they can actually work independently as separate Bluetooth speakers if you've got a party in the garden, which is cool. Come and look at this, look. So on the back of the projector, you click this button here, and this space opens up. This is the Fire TV Stick 4K Max, got Wi-Fi 6. Now, the reason they do this, the reason AWOL do this and don't sort of build an OS into the projector is because the Fire Sticks are always maintained. So that means that they'll always get updates and have the latest services on them. Another plus side as well is if you're not even a fan of the Fire Sticks, you could put a Chromecast in here or any little streaming dongle that will fit. Who hasn't thought of everything though is me, because I'm about to set all of this stuff up on top of this cardboard box that it came in. That is really, really bright. Holy moly. That is just the best image I've ever personally seen from a projector that I've had in my own space before. Now, like I say, I'll put all the links to this gear in the description if you want to check out pricing and availability. AWOL have given me a discount code for you guys, Mars, if you want to use it to save some money off one of these projectors. But we warned, this isn't a cheap device because it has some really high-end specs, as you can tell just by looking at it. It's got 3D, which we've got the glasses so we can check out. Dolby Vision, it's 4K, 3000 peak lumens, 2500 to 1 contrast, Dolby Atmos. And I think the feature that's actually really interesting is the 24 FPS mode, which can natively display movies at 24 FPS. So hopefully to take care of sound, we've got this Yamaha True X Soundbar here, which has got Dolby Atmos. I've fed it power and a single HDMI feed from the projector connected to the eARC port. So there's a soundbar, and then everything else is wireless, including the surrounds and the sub. Yamaha have given me another one of these to give away. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to TechFlow, and let us know where you're gonna use the soundbar in the comment section below. Now, let's fire this thing up. Is that just me hearing that? Or is... No, that sounds insane. It sounds unreal, like absolutely unreal. And I know that will not translate on this YouTube video. Genuinely, I wasn't expecting it from a soundbar. Okay, so let's see how easy it is to get these little wireless surrounds all linked up. I've got them on, but they're in their Bluetooth mode at the moment to connect with a phone. So if you press and hold the button on the top, which I've done, you can then select on the back which one is the left and which one's the right. If I click all, now we've got all the speakers playing and they're working wirelessly. It does blow me away that even 5 years ago or 10 years ago, to have a setup like this, set up as easy as this with no wires, an HDR image, 100 inches, Dolby Atmos surround sound. It really is a testament as to how far technology has come, which is crazy. This is an ALR screen, and it's actually just as important as the projector itself. It's called ambient light rejection or reduction, and that is basically gonna reduce all the ambient light that's coming from lights that aren't the projector, so lights from the sun outside and the lights inside. Don't know if I quite believe that. The the biggest grin on my face right now because this equipment behind me really is stellar. After using it for around a week, I want to give you my final thoughts of the audio system and the screen. Now, it used to be the case that you had to run individual cables to each speaker, which is an absolute nightmare and almost writes this completely off the cards for most normal people. But you see, the thing with this system is the surrounds are just completely wireless and powered via USB. So you basically leave them plugged in at the back of the room or leave them plugged in your media console, and then when you want to use the surround sound, get them out and simply just position them exactly where you want them. You've got stereo, standard, movie and game, and then if you want to put it into party mode, they've got a massive button labeled all, and that puts the same signal out of all of the speakers. Obviously those surrounds are wireless, so if you're having a party, you could put them in different rooms of the house. The subwoofer is really good as well, albeit not that big, but I think that will tick a lot of people's boxes because not many people like a large subwoofer. It does shoot really low, and I was honestly blown away by this system. I did not expect it to sound as good as it does, and I think that's a testament to how good all of this Dolby Atmos processing has come over the last few years. Now, I do have to admit, the first time I put this screen up, the ALR screen, and turned on the projector, I was actually slightly disappointed because I'd set my expectations slightly too high. To me, it was like the image was brighter when it was just being projected onto the wall versus the ALR screen. But then I went back to the drawing board and reset my expectations. The whole point of this ALR screen is to reject light, except from the direction that the projector is facing the screen. So if the projector is below the screen needs to be in its normal orientation. If you want to mount the projector above the screen, you have to flip the screen 180 degrees so that the ALR screen won't reject the light that's now coming from above. And yes, the ALR technology does eat into a slight bit of brightness from this projector, but you've got the awesome fact that this projector is really bright in the first place. When I was watching at night, it's honestly a little bit too bright, and I had to go into the settings and put it into its lowest mode, and I'm happy they've got an auto mode here, which I've now left the projector in. I think a question on a lot of people's minds is an ALR screen paired with a projector going to replace my TV? And it completely depends on your expectations and what you're after. With the ALR screen, with the blinds open, fully daytime sun outside, the screen is viewable, but it's definitely not on the same standard as a TV, but that is obviously to be expected. It's definitely still bright enough to view in daytime, but it's obviously not going to look like a TV. I did see some confusion online about this being 4K at 120 Hz. Yes, it does support 120 Hz, but you have to drop down to 1080p to get these results. The last thing I wanted to mention as well is this projector supports numerous modes of 3D. Now, I thought this was going to be a complete gimmick and that I would never ever use it, but it comes with these special glasses which you actually have to plug in to charge them up, but the 3D experience on this projector is actually really good.
Whoa.
This one here, like, what?
It's like, I feel like I can grab it.
Right there,
no, that's mad.
I think the thing that's been on my mind the most is just how easy this whole thing has been to set up, with the wireless nature of the soundbar, with the wireless battery-powered rears, and the projector just being super simple to set up. But just for a proof of concept and to get this room up and running, it really does the job, and I'm super happy. So with all that being said, guys, I'll put the links in the description. My name's been Alex, this has been TechFlow, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.